everybody, it's Teresa. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to make a necklace today using some of the products I got from Beebeecraft, both in the most recent order and in the first order I got from them. In case you're not familiar, Beebeecraft is an online craft supply store, and they have a ton of beads and findings and jewelry making supplies. They have a YouTube program. If you have a channel and you have at least 100 subscribers, you can apply to be in the program and get products and do tutorials for them. I'll post a link to that program in the description box below if you want to check it out. They offer free shipping for orders over $25. Their website says the free shipping is not only for customers in the United States, but also other countries. I have a coupon code. It's Teresa10, and I'll put it on the screen here and in the description box below. It'll save you 10% off your order if you decide to order from them. I'll put links to all the Beebeecraft products I'm using in the description box below, along with links to the other tools and supplies I'm using, as many as I can find. I'll also link the Beebeecraft homepage in the description box below in case you just want to go over there and look around. These are I've got the Honey Handy brand, cadmium-free, nickel-free, and lead-free antique bronze iron eye pins. These are the ones I got in the first order from Beebeecraft. They're these. These are the 8mm natural Indian agate round beads that I got in the first order. These are the Honey Handy brand natural Indian agate faceted oval beads. They're 8.5 to 9 by 6mm. I got those in the first order. And these are the Honey Handy brand natural Indian agate faceted round beads, and they're 8 by 7.5mm. I got those in the most recent order. I've got a ball head pin here from my stash. I've got some chain from my stash, a connector, a lobster clasp, and some jump rings. I've got my chain nose pliers and my tweezer pliers. The tweezer pliers are Xuron. I've got both pairs of my bent chain nose pliers. I got these from Beebeecraft years ago, and these are ones I just recently got. They're the glitter line ones. I've got my round nose pliers that I got from Beebeecraft many years ago. I've got my cutters, they're Xuron, and I got my crimping pliers, they're Beadalon. I'm not going to be doing any crimping today, but I'm going to tuck in the end of my wire when I cut it off with that. I've got my little New Orleans shot glass to put my wires in when I cut them off. I think that's everything, so hold on and I'll get some of this out of the way and I'll be back. Okay, I'm going to start with making my focal part like I usually always do. I'm going to take my ball head pin here. You don't have to have a ball head pin. You can use any regular head pin. I'm going to put my round bead on here. I'm going to take my pliers and I'm going to go to the very tip of the pliers because I don't want a very long neck. I'm going to bend the pin over the top of the pliers at a 90-degree angle. I'm going to take my round nose pliers and put them in here in the crook of the bend. The round nose pliers facing me. I'm going to bend the wire back till it hits the bead. Rotate the pliers till they're facing the table. I'll take this part and pull it back up and under here until it hits the bottom of the tool. I'm going to cock it back until the loop is centered over the bead. And that usually always stands your little wire almost straight up. I'm going to take both pairs of my bent chain nose pliers. I'm going to hold on to my loop with one pair. I'm going to hold really tight so it doesn't get out of shape. And I don't think I need both pairs. I think these are really thin, so I'm just going to wrap this around with my hand. I want to get that first wrap good and tight. And just wrap until there's no more room to wrap. And now I'm going to take my cutters and cut off my extra wire. And I think I'm zoomed in too far. I've been doing some bead weaving lately, and I've had to zoom in really close, and I think I've got carried away and zoomed in too much this time. And now I'm going to take my crimping pliers, and I'm going to go into that part at the end that just has the little circles on each side, and I'm going to tuck in my little bird that's left there where I cut my wire off. Now I'm going to take one of my head pins. I'm going to put one of my oval beads on here. I mean, eye pin, one of my eye pins. I really like these eye pins. They're nice and sturdy. You can tell by feeling them, they're nice and sturdy, but they bend easy and they cut easy. I'm going to go a little bit above the bead because I don't want to crack my bead. I'm going to do a 90-degree angle. I'm going to take my cutters and I'm going to cut off and leave about a 1/4 of an inch there. Hold this in so it doesn't go flying. Cut it off there. I'm going to take my round nose pliers, go to the very tip of the pin. There's nothing sticking out here, and start rolling back a loop. Make sure to get it closed up really well. And if your top loop is not even with your bottom loop, as mine almost always are not, just take both pairs of pliers and just twist it around there and make them straight with each other. Now I'm going to do that with my faceted oval. Go a little bit above the bead because I don't want to crack my bead. Bend at a 90-degree angle. Cut off, leaving about a 1/4 of an inch of pin there. Take my round nose pliers. Go to the very tip. Start bending back, rolling back a loop. Take both pairs of my pliers and straighten up my loops. Now I'm going to do that with my other oval bead here. Go right above the bead so I don't crack the bead. A 90-degree angle. Cut off and leave about a 1/4 of an inch of wire. I'll take my round nose pliers and go to the very end here and start rolling back a loop. Make sure to get it closed up really well. That one's straighter than they have been, but it's still not straight. I'm going to straighten it up here. Okay, now I'm going to take one of my oval links that I made and open the loop, thread on my faceted round bead, and then open that good enough. There we go. Close it back up. Make sure to close it really well. I'm going to go to the other side here and open this one. Thread on my other little oval bead that I made the link for. I'm going to go to the other end of that. Open it up and thread on my little dangle I made here on my ball head pin. Close it up. Okay. Now I'm going to connect this to my connector. I open my loop, thread on my connector, close my loop, so that's what I got so far. Now my plan is I'm going to put an oval bead and 3 of my round beads and an oval bead on one side, and on this other side I'm going to do an oval bead and 3 of my faceted round beads. Try to get this down here so you can see it. And then I don't know how many this is going to take to get the length that I want, but I'm just going to alternate between an oval, 3 round beads, and an oval. And on this side, an oval, 3 of the faceted round beads, and an oval. And I'm just going to do that until I get the length that I want. And then I'm going to connect them. Connect this one down here and this one up here. And then finish off the back of it with chain. So I'm going to make a few links here, just like I did for this focal part. I'm going to take my pin and put one of my oval beads on here and go right above the bead so I don't crack my bead. Make a 90-degree turn. Cut off, leaving about 1/4 of an inch of the pin. Take my round nose pliers, go to the tip and start rolling back a loop. I think that one turned out fairly straight. Take another one, take one of my round beads, go right above the bead, make a 90-degree turn, cut off and leave about 1/4 of an inch of the pin. Around those pliers, roll back my loop, make sure to get it good and closed. That one's not very straight, so I'm going to take both pairs of pliers and straighten it up. I'm going to take one of my faceted beads that I'll need for this other side. Go a little bit above the bead, make a 90-degree turn, cut off, leaving about 1/4 of an inch of pin there. around those pliers, go to the very end, roll back a loop. That's not at all straight. I'm going to take both pairs of pliers and straighten it up. And I'm going to do that with a bunch of these, and then I'll come back and connect a few of them together and try to figure out how many I need. So I'll be back. Okay, I've got some links made now, so I'm going to start hooking them together and see what I end up with here. I'm just going to take this little oval bead here and open up one side, connect it to my connector here. I might have to open it a little bit more. I'm going to open my round bead. Connect it to my oval bead. Take the other side and open it up. Connect it to another round bead. Take the other side, connect it to another round bead. The other side of this one, connect it to another oval bead. Make sure to always get them closed back well. Take this side, open it up, connect it to a round bead. This side, connect it to another round bead. Take this side, connect it to another round bead. Take this side, connect it to an oval bead. Let's see. So I've got so far. I know you can't see all that. I'm going to go on this side, open my loop and connect it to my connector. Go to the other side. Connect it to my faceted bead. Go to this side. Connect another faceted bead. Go to this side. Connect it to another faceted bead. Go to this side. Connect it to my oval bead. Let's see what I got here. Lay it sideways here. You can see it better. I think that might be enough. I think I might leave this side shorter than that one. I don't know. See, this is my problem. This is why I always end up making necklaces too long, because I just want to keep going and going. I don't know. I might make a few more links for this side, and then I'll decide how much chain I want to put on it, and I'll be back. Okay, this is what I've got now. I did another section of 3 of the faceted rounds and another oval because, you know, I just can't stop. So now I'm going to put some chain on it. I've got a piece of chain for this side that's about 3.5 inches long, and I got a piece of chain for this side that's just about 2.5 inches long to kind of even them up, because this strand is already longer than this strand. So I'm just going to take my link here and open it up. Thread my little piece of chain on here. And I'm going to go to the end and take a jump ring. This is a 5mm jump ring. It's the only one I have that's thin enough to go through this chain. My 6mm jump rings are too thick. They're 18 gauge and they won't go through this chain. I'm going to put my lobster clasp on here. And on this side, I'm going to put this piece of chain. Just open up my link. And I completely forgot when I was getting my materials out that I needed some extender chain. I mean, you know, I don't make necklaces long enough. Somebody might want it to be a little longer. So this is about 2 inches of extender chain. So I'm going to take, this is a little bit bigger jump ring. I'm not sure. I think it's might be 8mm. I'm going to open it up. Put it on my other side. My chain. And put my extender chain on here. So that's what I've got. Now I'm going to make a little dangle to go on the end of my extender chain. So I got a ball head pin here. I'm going to take one of my little oval, faceted ovals and put it on here. And go to the tip of my pliers. Bend at a 90-degree angle. Put my round nose pliers in here. On the crook of the bend, round nose pliers facing me. Bend the bar back till it hits the bead. Rotate the pliers till they're facing the table. Bring this wire up and under here until it hits the bottom of the tool. Cock it back a little until the loop is centered over the bead. Take one pair of my bent chain nose pliers and hold on to my loop. Again, this ball head pin is very thin. I think I can do this with my hand. I'll just start wrapping, holding on my loop tight. And just wrap until there's no more room to wrap. Cut off my extra wire. Take my crimping pliers and go into that part at the end that has the circular part, and tuck in my little burr. Now I'm just going to open one of these. I'm going to open this loop at the end here. My extender chain. Thread on my little dangle. Okay, so I'll see if I can get this laid out where you can see it, and I'll be back. Okay, there it is, all done. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you decide to make an order from Beebeecraft, that coupon code will save you 10% off your order. As always, thank you all so much for joining me today. I really appreciate those of you who have subscribed to my channel and watched my videos and liked and commented on my videos. I have a website where I sell my jewelry. It's Teresa's Handmade Jewelry, and I'll put a link to it in the description box below in case you're interested, along with a link to my Facebook and Instagram and my email. If you haven't, I'd really love it if you'd subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified when I upload a new video. So until next time, I hope you all have a great day. Take care.